The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair. Walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and strewn the golden sand. Hey, Krusty Bounds in. Wolverine and Lex, glitchy glitchy. Hurrah very much. Yeah, that just again utilizing YouTube's own means of live streaming is gonna make things glitchy. Hey, Cesaro and Cora Nightmares and ABD. Lifers back. Chelsea. Stacy Garvin's in. I said ABD. Oink's here. Inferno Bunny. Excuse me, Evil Dan's back. Internal Ninga. Niles back. Hey, good to see you again now. Line. Eli the Guy. Andrew Wilson. Dewey. Chelsea Arambula. Yeah, I am just very. Oh, let me say right away. And I know Lude's already here. Wolverine's already here, so we already have mods here. Just for spoiler information as we go talking about this, remember, guys, I haven't seen the entirety of what happens with Akainu, Captain Magma, because where I am right now, where did I leave off? He's currently Trafalgar Law just showed up, so that's where I am right now. But what the title of this is about is people have been asking me, because my most hated villain in One Piece is easily Arlong and has been since that piece of shit showed up. But people have been asking me, do I think Akainu will take over as potentially my most hated? And I just thought I'd like to see what you guys think. For me, at the top, and I'm sure I'll have to repeat this because people come in and out. But for me, I despise Captain Magma, English. But I don't think he could take over from Arlong as my most hated. And it's really kind of simple why for me. Akainu is an admiral. It's his job to fight pirates. What he's done is slimy. I think he's a piece of shit. I don't like the way he goes about things. And I don't like the glee he seems to have in doing the things that he does, but he's doing his job. Whereas Arlong, the only case you can make there is that he's doing his job too, because apparently his job is to be a piece of shit. And Arlong is a bully, and well, that seals it right there. A bully and just pure garbage as far as I'm concerned. There's no nobility. There's no job to be done. He's just a bullying asshole. And that's why Arlong remains my most hated. But I want to see what you guys thought too. Daddy says Admiral Magma, at least get the rank right. No, Wolverine, because isn't it? Do I have it wrong? What is it in SpongeBob? What is that villain? Isn't he Captain Magma? Right? Because that's why I started calling him Captain Magma, but I might be remembering the SpongeBob villain wrong. Let's see. I do not want to be a pirate, Jeff says. The Celestial Dragons are douchebags, Bruce. But again, they haven't risen to the level of Arlong for me. And besides, it's kind of tough to, compare a group to an individual in that situation. Yeah, Luffy teaches, like, that shocked me because, again, I'm several days ahead. And that whole thing with him commandeering Pops' ability, fucking yikes. What the hell, Blackbeard? And he's just, man, and you guys will see it in the reaction. When Blackbeard really got to me was being such a insufferable little bitch when Whitebeard was kicking his ass. He just immediately, no, don't hurt me. What the? He showed he was more of a puss than any of the villains I've seen. Pretty much anybody I've seen in the show. Yeah, Lude. I'm, like I say, right now I'm at the last episode I watched was, and that was the last one I'll see before we go away on Monday, was where Trafalgar Law showed up. And that's going to be interesting to see what him and his crew brings to all this. Wolverine's saying to Lude, Arlong has one redeemable quality. He hates hurting his own kind. Yeah, he hit him for me, though, again, to take that kind of delight in killing innocents and in bringing that, taking away the mother figure and the future for two little girls just because, yeah, somebody doing their job, no matter how much I hate it, is never going to rise to that level of scumbag for me. Yeah, Spider Boy says Z. Yeah, I'm with you, Lifer. I'm right with you. When it comes to hate, I hate Arlong more than the Dragons, more than Foxy, more than Ninaru, more than the rest. Yeah, we saw him relatively early on, and it's going to be. I never say never, because especially with the writing being as good as it is in this series, but it's going to be difficult for somebody to take over from Arlong as my most hated in One Piece. I just, yeah, they sent when they sent Nami's mom to the dungeon. Yeah, Lex, fucking poor kids. Wolverine says Whitebeard's injuries were way worse than the manga. I can believe that. Half his face was melted off. Yeah, just from what you guys have told me before about differences between manga and anime, that doesn't surprise me. Eric says, by the way, Curtis, been watching your One Piece reactions. God damn, it's such a good show. Thanks for making me experience Arlong Park again, and also fuck you for making me experience Arlong Park again. So many manly tears. I'm with you, Eric. Again, that obviously, as you guys saw, that whole thing with Arlong, that hit me hard. But again, anything like that towards children, and again, just towards innocence. What kind? Arlong is the ultimate douchebag bully. That's all he is. He's pure garbage to me. Arthur says the fact that Akainu is following his own convictions, however messed up they may be, softens the blow for me. Exactly, Arthur. He's more arrogant than despicable. Right, and I got to admit, I do find him despicable, but it's just because he's on the other side of this fence from me. But just I agree with you. That's why he can't rival Arlong for hatred for me, because again, he's doing his job. I mean, you would assume one works for a very long time to achieve the level of admiral in the Navy, and this is what he does. He's supposed to take out pirates. Sucks, but it's understandable. Colton says it's worth mentioning that Akainu was also the vice admiral who ordered the attack on the civilian evacuation ship during the O'Hara Buster call. That's right. Somebody else had just pointed that out to me, Colton, in the comments. I had forgotten about that. Yeah, and all that makes him absolute dirt, absolute filth. But even then, he can somewhat hide behind the fact that he thinks he's doing his job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not making excuses for him. I'm really, really hoping that he meets his end in a most painful way. And as with the characters I really hate, I always hope that they not only meet their end, but they get to know what's coming, so they get that extra level of suffering. Almost like what Cuphead did to middle school teacher we all hated. Oh, that was vicious shit right there. Spider-Boy says, I know it had to happen for story purposes, but don't you think Ace was suckered in a little too easily? I don't think so, Spider-Boy, only because, and I get what you're saying. I could see somebody making that case. For me, it worked okay because we know how edgy Ace was. So the fact for him to get drawn back into that fight, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me an awful lot. No. And again, that's not like an angle I would poo-poo away, because you could make that case for sure. I just think it's fitting of his personality, maybe, that he didn't think it through as strategically clearly as he probably should have. Arthur says Akainu could potentially have a great redemption. You think, Arthur? Yeah. Well, talking about that, I don't want to keep jumping from anime to anime. But Arthur saying that just reminded me. I just finished up watching the last episode of season 4 of My Hero Academia. Just finished it today, and it clearly looks like they're going for redemption for Endeavor. I didn't see that. That surprises me. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that one. But again, it's just because for me, he's got a long way to go because it's the whole familial thing. When you smack your wife, when you are abusive and neglectful to your kids, you're starting at the very you're not starting at the bottom of the barrel. You're starting several feet under the barrel in getting redeemed for me. Barry says next post, please. Jason White Barrel, people kill around. Nah. Oh, I didn't catch that, Lude. I don't know what you're talking about. Adderboy says doubt it will happen. Arthur, talking to Arthur. I can't come in the middle of the conversation. I won't be able to contribute. I don't know what you mean. Bobbert says, "Hey man, you and Spice Kid helped me through some tough times and through quarantine. I love the cyanide and happiness reaction." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, I've said it over and over, and I mean it sincerely. If hanging out with us at any point helps give people a little bit of a lift or gets them through tough times or something, there's nothing more that delights me more than that. Excuse me. Barry says, "I apologize if I'm not very upbeat in the coming days, but I'm beat down bad. Turned out my girlfriend went behind me and got an abortion. Yikes. I am just in pure pain, was looking forward to the baby." Whoa. Wow, I'm not going to get into the whole, abortion debate, but as far as individual, it just sucks that you guys weren't able to come to terms to it together. Yikes. Wow, that's rough, dude. That's really rough. Zenny Dragon says they are both good villains. The effects of Arlong's devastation is smaller but more personal. That's well put. Akainu is more general but more widespread and longer lasting. Yeah, that's really well put, Zenny Dragon. I agree with all that. And again, and you said it, because it's so much more personal, that's why I hate him more. Again, with Akainu, that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. With Arlong's just a piece of shit. Well, thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. No, Lude, I don't have an idea. I've been trying to think of it. He says, speaking of Blackbeard, any theories on how he was able to take Whitebeard's power? I got nothing. Nothing. And I've been thinking about it. I have no idea how when we find out, it'll probably be one of those duh moments where it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But in the present, no, I have no idea. I was a little uncomfortable with him getting under the giant tarp or blanket or whatever the hell that was, because it's starting to look a little necrophilic. But no, I'm hoping he didn't have to do bad touch on him to get it, because Whitebeard deserves better than that. But no guess. Barry says, thing is, she didn't even ask me. I'm all for pro-choice, but still, she could have at least talked to me about it instead of just telling me over text. No, I agree with you, Barry. That's why I say it has nothing to do with the debate surrounding the issue. It's the personal relationship part of it. I agree. Omega says, for as much as I hate Arlong, and believe me, hate him, Akainu killed Ace and he will forever be on my shit list for that. Doesn't matter the reasoning. Completely understand. I've had characters already in anime that I just hate for individual things they've done. And it's a perfect example, Omega, of what we're talking about just a little bit ago. Why it's going to be hard for me, I won't say impossible, but hard for me to get behind an Endeavor redemption story, just because, like you said, he killed Ace. That just puts him at the bottom or at the top, depending on how you look at it, of the list for you. Similarly, I don't know how I come back to finding redemption for somebody who smacked around his wife and was abusive to his kids. Road Mason says, I think Arlong hurt me harder than Akainu. Agreed. Again, we meet Nami and understand how selfish she is acting for 8 years and just want to see Arlong get his shark face destroyed. Yeah. So it seems like in general, I mean, obviously there's always going to be different takes, but a lot of people have the same feeling about it I do. It was just way too personal and way beyond the realm of what one would expect what Arlong did. I would just, that will never go away. I I have no idea. See, I don't even know if we see Arlong again for sure or not. I have a suspicion we might, just because of the propensity that Oda has for bringing back characters, and I like that. But it doesn't matter how many times we see him. I'm always going to be rooting for him to meet just a filthy, vicious demise. I despise Arlong. I mean, he's right up there with Shao Tucker for me. Poppy says, "Oh, it's my mom's birthday tomorrow." Oh, happy birthday to your mom. Flavor Fortune says, "I think people put Todoroki's mom off the hook too easily." Well, I wouldn't say that I easily let her off the hook, but I think why it doesn't get mentioned as much, I mean, just for me, Enforcer, is because what she did is directly related to that douchebag Endeavor. Without him having had that influence, her heinous actions would have never occurred. So I guess that's why. Hi, Morgan. It's just David. I'm late again. I have arrived. We're glad to have you. Lifer says Akainu is a brainwashed underling, or a dog, if you will. Arlong knew exactly what he was doing. They aren't the same. Again, more agreement. Yeah, because like you say, Akainu, Jesus Christ, my pronunciations. That's his job, right? And certainly, and even in real life military, some would make the case that to achieve any significant level of authority within the military, there's got to be what could be classified as brainwashing to a certain degree. So yes, I would completely agree with that. Clayman Fortune says, "My wife burned my son's face. I'd still shove her in a mental hospital regardless of the reason." No. I'm not arguing that point with the Enforcer. I'm just saying that I don't think she takes as much, for lack of a better word, heat for it, simply because Endeavor was still the driving force that created all that. It's not excusing her. It's just he's going to be mentioned more prominently because he inspired that, as well as the things he did on his own. Zeno says, "Hello, what happened to Free for All Friday?" I was gone. I was in Cooperstown all day yesterday with my grandkids. I'd forgotten about that until we were ending the stream on Thursday. But yeah, we had a really good time. We had a lot of fun up there. Yeah. That was just a very fortuitous coincidence that pun came in right there. Omega says, "The thing is, it wasn't the act of killing Ace that bothered me. It's Luffy's reaction that broke me." Yeah. To a lesser extent, Grape's reaction helped. Oh, Garp's reaction helped, but still, yeah, no. I completely agree. Yeah, Garp. That was cool too. The whole thing with Garp, where Fleet Admiral Sengoku there was holding him down, and Garp says, "You better keep holding me down, or I'm going to go kill that motherfucker." I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he meant. That was cool. That was really cool. And Garp taking the punch from Luffy too, because that one, I'd been saying all along in the reactions and everything how I really felt for Garp and the situation that he was in. That didn't surprise me. I was actually going to be surprised if he would straight up fight Luffy. I didn't know that that's exactly what he would do, but I didn't think he would. He had it in him to actually fight his grandson. Best Admiral Aokiji? You think so, Luffy? Well, you guys all know who my who my boy is. Lud was revealed in the manga. Oh, okay, talking to Lud. Barry says, "Well, now she's my ex-girlfriend now. I could put up with a lot, but that was where I draw the line. Now I'm free to bad touch wherever, whenever I want, consensually." Of course we can all bad touch together. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That worked out the way that it did for you, Barry. That's really too bad. That's awful. Sandra says, "What's your favorite transformation from Goku?" Wow, we just jumped. We just crossed platforms. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think back through. I mean, obviously, Ultra Instinct has got to be up there, but I'd have to think it through real careful. Nate says, "I've never seen One Piece. Should I jump into the series?" You're not going to get a no from me. I love it. I'm a little over halfway through to where they are right now, and I absolutely love this series. Fantastic. Lud says, "I'll leave you to figure it out for yourself." But I will tell you the answer was already given halfway. It only dawned on me as I rewatched the series with you. Yeah, I haven't been able to come up with it, Lude. I wouldn't doubt that there's indicators there, but I can't remember them, or I just can't put them together. One of the two. I have no idea, how Teach took Pops' ability. No guess. Adderboy says, is Arlong redeemed at all by Jinbei's revolution? That he was the leader of the Sun Pirates, and Arlong and the rest of them were tortured by humans treated like trash compared to Akainu mass killing. Nah, not for me, Adderboy, because again, the difference here is Akainu is fighting his enemy. He's fighting pirates, and that's what he's trained to do. Regardless of whatever happened to Arlong, he's still a piece of shit for going out and victimizing innocent people. So I don't think you get redemption for doing something heinous just because something heinous had happened to you. It's not to poo-poo away anybody's experiences, but I still say everybody is accountable for the things that they do. And again, Akainu's accountability goes back to his job. Arlong's accountability goes back to the fact that for whatever the reasons are, he's a bully and a douchebag. Wolverine says, check last post. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Here we go. Excuse me. Very few named characters die in the present story of One Piece. Most of those happen in flashbacks. Few named characters die in the present. I'm trying to think that through. How many of them were in flashbacks? I hadn't even really thought about that. Zeno says, would you rather watch anime 24 hours a day for $10 an hour, 30 days, or have a job for 8 hours a day for $50 an hour, 20 days? Holy shit, there's a lot of math there. Anime 24 hours. Well, the problem with that is obviously you would say anime, but the only reason it wouldn't be fun then is if you're going to watch it for 24 hours a day, you wouldn't be getting, you'd be so exhausted that it wouldn't be the same experience. I mean, trying to do anything, and particularly keeping focused on entertainment for 24 straight hours, I'd shy away from that just because I think it would rob me of the anime watching experience. I don't think you would get the same experience at all. Michael Williams says, I feel so bad for Will Smith. Why? What happened there? I must have missed that one, Michael. I don't know what's up with Will Smith. I don't know what happened. I always liked Will Smith. I like him a lot. Itsunagi says, Akainu has a sixth sense of justice and is a complete ass. Garp is my favorite Marine. He was stuck in a really tough situation where he had to confront Luffy in regards to the rescue. Agreed on all accounts again, Itsunagi. You know who else I kind of have a lot of respect for? I'm obviously he's in a situation where I'm going to root for him to get his ass beat. But it's Smoker. You guys like Smoker? Always pretty cool. I think he got saved a little bit because I think had there not been a misdirection, Boa Hancock was going to beat the fuck out of him. but I kind of like Smoker, and her name absolutely won't stick. His right-hand girl there, his second in command, the sword wielder. I like her a lot. Not just because she's cute. I like her character. Let's see. Can we schedule a Bad Touch orgy for September 18th? It's my birthday and it's a Friday. We could have a free-for-all Friday and Bad Touch stream all one. Barry says, that'd be perfect because my birthday's just 4 days later, so it'd be a real party. Lude says the main point is Akainu killed for his sense of justice and to maintain the law. He didn't enjoy it. Well, I agree with you on the first part. Kind of think at least where I am now, maybe something else will unfold. But I'm not so sure he didn't enjoy it, but I do agree with you, Lude, yes. Arlong killed and did horrible things because he enjoyed it. His past doesn't excuse it. Agree 100%. Absolutely 100%. Yeah, because, I mean, if that were the case, anybody that had any type of darkness in their past or had bad things happen to them in their past would then have to immediately be excused for perpetrating that same type of darkness on somebody in the present. Again, we all got to be responsible for whatever it is we decide to do. Yep, we already talked about that, Enforcer. That Akainu killed civilians too and massacred innocent children just to get to rob them. No, We talk about that. It's a lot of what makes him an absolute piece of shit. And it was well out of his jurisdiction as a member of the military to do that, but that's how he will see it. So again, not to make excuses for him, but to me that still leaves what Arlong did way, way worse. Bad people are bad. Indeed, Punster, yes. Do you think Kura is redeemable at all? He was the villain from Usopp's Island. I hate him less than Arlong for sure, but still dislike him as a person. I'd have to remember more about him, Road Mason. My memories on him are vague. Michael says, am I weird for saying Nell is hot? I'm so conflicted. No reason to be conflicted, Michael. When Nell is in her actual form and not the reverted form, Nell is insanely hot. Xeno Game says, theory, all anime is a full dive VR experience. I'm okay with that. Arthur says, at best, Arlong's past clears him for a quick death. Yes, that would absolutely be the absolute best. And admittedly, Arthur, I would even be disappointed by that. I want him to go out slow and painfully. But yes, I agree. That would be the absolute best. Blitz says, I'm pretty new, so I don't know, but how come One Piece reactions aren't on YouTube? Same reason any anime reactions aren't on YouTube. You won't see them. As soon as I post any type of anime reactions other than the little short clips I show so you guys can keep up with what's going on at the Goosh, they get immediately blocked. They don't try and file copyright claims anymore because, well, they always lost them, and now they don't have to. YouTube has given them the avenue to just block them. So wouldn't matter if I put them up because you'd never see them. Willie Play says, I'm currently on a 7-hour drive to South Dakota. I'll be there for a week. So I wanted to turn in my footage early at the Goose. Oh, okay. I'm glad you did, Willie. Oh, yeah, I got to give everybody a reminder over there. I just got the music in for what we're going to be doing on that community project. So I got to make sure everybody's getting their footage of where they live in. Leifer says, since Arlong's a shark, he has skin teeth. Rip them out. Yeah. Yeah, there's well, you guys know how I feel. There's no punishment, no penalty, no level of agony too extreme for Arlong as far as I'm concerned. Fuck him. High Rise says, Akainu may enjoy it, but he would have done it either way because of his job and sense of justice. True. Also, I find it hard to blame him for killing the people at O'Hara because of how they treated Robin. Yeah, like I said, and again, I'm completely in agreement with you. I think because, well, he's in the military, so he is supposed to be a dispenser of justice now. That does not necessarily mean that we all agree with what his definition of justice is in every circumstance, but it certainly is an impetus for the things he did, whereas Arlong's impetus is just that Arlong's garbage. And again, a bully, which is the absolute worst. Yeah, Sandra. Well, we're doing a brief getaway on Monday. My wife and I are just going up to Niagara Falls. So we're leaving early Monday morning. We'll be there Monday, going to spend the day Tuesday, and then we'll come back early Wednesday because I have a baseball game Wednesday night because my opening day game got rained out last Wednesday, and now they scheduled the makeup for Monday when I will be gone. So I just can't win with baseball. Now, I'll ask you guys what you think about this. It's off topic, and I promise you we'll come right back to this. I want to see what you guys think about this. You guys know what a baseball fanatic I am. You know, I'm getting to play organized ball first time in over 30 years. So we're in Cooperstown yesterday. I found a bat up there I really liked, and it's and you can have it in the shops up there. You can have it personalized. I just thought it was funny. So I have my bat. I wish I had it with me. I'd show it to you guys. I had my bat personalized. It just says old guy baseball on it because I thought it was funny because I'm playing old guy baseball. Now, my wife was asking if, I was just going to put it because you can buy these bat racks to hang and stuff. I was just going to hang it as a souvenir of, just kind of as a memento of being able to play organized ball again. But I don't want to. I want to use it. There's an excellent chance it'll break because it's a bat design with a thin handle, and it is heavy on the barrel end. Now, that in itself leads to breaking easy, but I swing really hard anyway. So if I catch anything down near the hands, the odds are really good it's going to break. So given all that, she said you should just keep it nice and put it in there. But to me, even if it breaks, I would rather keep it as a memento of something that went to war with me than I would something I just bought in the store and hung on the wall. And if it doesn't break, I'll hang it on the wall someday with all the scars of the baseballs that it's made contact with. Don't you agree? What would you guys do? I'm just curious what you guys would think. In something like that, with something that's going to mean something to you like that, would you just keep it pristine and put it on the wall? Or would you want it to have, again, been in battle with you? Just keep it nice and put it in there, Lude says. Use it. See, I thought you guys would see it the same way I do. It's meant to be used. Yeah, and I don't know. I think putting it on the wall as a memento once it's been used, I think is way cooler. And if it breaks, so what? I'll put the two pieces up there on the wall. No point having it if you ain't gonna use it. That's what I say, Dylan. Use it till you lose it. Yeah, good call, Irice. That was all. I was just curious what you guys thought, but yeah, it was an easy one for me. Again, if it breaks, cool. It'll go up on the wall as another soldier lost in battle. Excuse me. When are we forming a Goosh baseball team? Oh, Licks. You wouldn't have to convince me. You guys know how much love baseball. I got to hit in the batting cages yesterday. The ones in Cooperstown in the village are still closed, but there's a little fun park right outside of town where they that has batting cages and go-kart track and mini golf. We took the grandkids out there and did all of those. But now here's how smart I am, and you guys will relate to this for the concussions. I threw my baseball bag in the van with us when we went out yesterday because I knew they had the batting cages. And what happens is in those batting cages, they don't use regulation baseballs, obviously, because they just get destroyed from all the pounding. They're really heavy yellow little cannonballs, and you're not going to use your own bat on them because it'll break them. You use the metal bats they have there. It's just a good place to go and get swings. But I brought my baseball bag with me so I could have my batting gloves because those bats, especially when you swing particularly hard as I do, they tear up your hands. Do you think I remembered to put my batting gloves that were right in the van? Do you think I remembered to put them on? Or do you think I did something here where I swung so hard, and this is no lie, I came out of the cages, and in this part of my finger, there was the skin that was there was just hanging off, and I just had to pull the rest of it off, and there's just raw levels of flesh about 3 or 4 deep underneath there while my batting gloves sat in the vehicle because they were doing a lot of good in there. Zeno says a weapon. Heard baseball bats are good for that. They are. Trust me. Well, I've got video of it from my wrestling days, but that bat was wrapped with barbed wire. Omega says, as much as I hate Arlong, I can't get past the visual of Akainu putting his fist through Ace's chest and Luffy's face after. It hurts every time. Couldn't agree more, Omega. That was absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Morgan says, I'm bad at sports, so I'll be the Goosh cheerleader. Oh, we like that. That's perfect. Absolutely, Morgan. We're definitely going to need cheerleaders. We might we're going to need a lot of cheering. It's funny you say it. Lick says, from what I've seen, cricket and baseball are the exact same, except you hold the bat differently. That makes me a baseball expert. It's funny you say that. Before everything got shut down, when our league was first going together, it was still winter, so we were practicing indoors, and the facility had to close now. But anyway, when we were doing that practice indoors, a cricket team practiced there too, and that's the first time. There's a bunch of Indian guys have a team, and I was watching them play. It was pretty fascinating to see, how the difference is with the pitching and everything, and the bounce, give it one bounce, and I enjoyed watching them do it actually. Excuse me, guys. Hi, Rice says, I look bad in a cheerleader outfit, even the male ones, and I have no hand-eye coordination, so I'll be water boy. You guys are funny. Barry says, I did the same thing, but I got mine at the Louisville Slugger Factory. Used it in my league when I was 14. It cracked first at bat. Almost hit the first base coach on the barrel, went fine. Yeah, that can be dangerous. I've had to, when I was pitching, I've had to dodge more than one barrel of a baseball bat flying at me. Zeno says, "Do you still have friends from your wrestling days?" Oh, sure. That's a real brotherhood. I mean, the thing about wrestling is you are putting one another's safety into each other's hands, and that does kind of keep you close. Yeah, absolutely. I have, even if I don't get to see them regularly, I keep in touch with all of them on social media and everything. Yeah, by all means. Suhail? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Sahara, good to see you too, my friend. It's good to have you back. If he was pitching, then I'll be catching, Jack Queen says. Morgan's practicing her cheers. G-O-O-S-H. Sticky stuff in your face. We'd get thrown out of every field we play. It's all right. It goes along with my personality. I've told you guys before how many comedy clubs I got thrown out of when I was doing comedy, so I might as well get thrown off the ball fields too. We got a scare yesterday. One of the fields, because we play on a bunch of different fields in the region, and one of the high school fields, the governor shut it down. We're like, uh-oh, but it looks like the guys that run our league are going to be able to work that in and get replacement fields for it. But I was really scared. If I didn't get to play, I was going to be so bummed. Let's see. Ivanovich says, 1v1 wrestle me, I spark you out. I don't know what spark you out means. Is that something I would enjoy having you do to me? And how well do you know me to make an estimation of whether or not I would enjoy it? Guys, would I like getting sparked out? Sounds kind of fun, I gotta say. Rafi says, I've been waiting, Hashirama. One of the all-time... I don't know, is there a greater individual moment of disrespect in anime than that Hashirama Madara scene when Madara's all bonered up because Hashirama's back and Hashirama just goes, hold on, bitch, like that. Is there one? Who's gonna spark me out too? Oh, you guys are funny. Luke says, I don't know what that means, but sure. In fact, I call next. It involves spark plugs and Pornhub. Oh, so I am familiar with it then. You guys are funny. Yeah, gone. So now, okay, that's more relatable. He says that's when you shock your nips while you yank it. Gotcha. Oh, you guys are funny. The train's always annoying me. Shredded cheese got me a couple times when I was recording earlier. Stupid ass. Krusty Bomb says, use it till you lose it. Sounds like something my left hand would say. Then again, this is the Goose Stream. True. God damn it, Curtis Senpai noticed me. I noticed you. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Punster. Take me out to the goosher. Take me out to the goose. Cover me in some sticky stuff. Always watching. Anime Inside Out fell apart at the end there. Oh, okay. Now it says being sparked out means being knocked out. Okay, Niall. All right, that's got to be a regional thing because I've never heard that one before. Oh, so he's gonna knock me out. Wait a second, you're gonna wrestle me and knock me out? Do you know how wrestling works? Or are we talking? We're talking pro wrestling style? Nah, I'll kick your ass. Jack Queen says, oh, that's sparking. I feel like I'll be going to prison soon. Leslie says, I'm watching your live stream and Pewds at the same time. Oh, Pewds is live streaming? Well, PewDiePie. I mean, come on, guys. He can't measure up to us as far as number of people in the stream at a given time. We can't even go raid him. Because I've been in a couple of his streams. The chat goes so fucking fast, there's no way to rate him. Nobody's going to see what you're posting anyway. Krusty Bomb says, good luck knocking out a guy whose skull is basically a baseball cap. Yeah, that's what I think I told you guys. Yeah, I did. The one doctor, that was his quote when they were taking the x-rays. He said, basically got a football helmet under your skin. He goes. Zeno says, from a life of wrestling, stand-up comedy, acting, being the leader of the Goosh Gang, you should be a legend. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't know if that qualifies me for legendary status, though, to be honest with you. Pewds isn't Goosher level. I like Pewds. He's a good dude. Is he Goosher level? Yeah, Lifer, you might be right. I don't know. I think we could get him there just from what I know of PewDiePie's personality and stuff. I think he could be indoctrinated, but I would agree with you. I don't think he's there right now. Yen says, debate? I'm not sure what you're questioning. What type of debate? Morgan says, Curtis being modest. Who are you? You are legendary. Well, thank you, Morgan. I appreciate that. My favorite current admiral, Kizaru. High rise. Kizaru fucking cracks me up. I can't help it. Even when he's pissing me off, he's still funny. Hey, bro. he's the fucking Spicoli of One Piece. We should all go over to Pewds and spam Goosh. Yeah. Like I said, I don't even think I can't imagine he'd even see it. Let me see what his stream looks like. Well, I'll be right back, guys. The way the chat goes through on his PewDiePie. 5 now. Yep. Apology live stream. What's he apologizing for? Oh, let me turn that down. It's probably blasting you guys. Oh, all right. I mean, there's a lot of people in here, obviously, but his chat doesn't go that fast. Not as bad as I thought. Yeah. I mean, actually, we may not have huge numbers of people in our streams here, but and it's one of the things I'm very proud of. We have really, really active live streams. Pretty much everybody's getting involved. So our chat, and his chat moves faster than ours, but not by a ton. Excuse me. You have no audio. Well, I'm not sure what you mean, Crescent Bomb. Wood says, speaking of Admiral rankings, Kizaru really surprised me with you. I thought for sure you'd find him annoying. He's very obnoxious to me. Oh, Kiji being my most favorite and Akainu being the least. Nah, he smugness, as you guys see, that really irritates me. But I don't see Kizaru as, I don't think you do either, as smug at all. He's just too laid back. And he's so overly laid back. That's why I like him. He's just funny. He's so over the top about it. He's just like, that's cool. Here, I'm gonna finger bang you. Yeah. I can't help it. The guy just cracks me up. Xenogame says the mountain noob. Okay, great, excellent. Goosh. I have dozens of small tumors in my head, non-cancerous. Poppy says, yikes. I was having an MRI and a student doctor was overlooking. The supervisor obviously forgot to tell him this was normal for me. Oh, yeah, I can imagine, Poppy. Oh, yeah, if you see something like that and you don't know that it's already been discovered, holy shit, yeah, I'd say that would freak you out. Lude says, I wouldn't say he isn't smug. Really? See, I don't see him as smug at all. I just think his smugness is just a bit overshadowed by his being high as a fucking kite. See, I don't see him as smug at all. I just see him as ultra laid back. To me, smugness is always way more aggressive than that. Even though smugness can be very understated, to me, it's still aggressive. And I just think Kizaru is just too laid back. Kizaru is just going through the motions, having a good time, doing what he feels he needs to do in his job. And I think he's the type that I could never hate him like I do Captain Magma, for instance, just because of the differences in personality. He's okay, that funny grass lick says. Lick says, I hate this device. Yeah, Jack Queen, that's where I am too. Again, I don't really see him as smug, just laid back and obviously buzzed out of his mind. Guy's just trying to party a little bit, that's all. Punster says, doesn't matter how many subs you have, it's all about the thickness. I agree. Oh, now I just clicked over, his stream's going fast now. Now it's really flying. Yep. Now it's buzzing right along. But again, I have absolutely nothing against Pewds whatsoever. I like him. I think he's a good guy. I think he's a good guy to have as, the preeminent YouTuber. I think he handles that mantle well. Morgan says, next post, I'm going to try making a cinnamon roll cake this weekend. Wish me luck. Oh, that sounds good. The extent of my baking from scratch has been chocolate chip cookies. Trying to develop my baking talents. Good for you, Morgan. Let me know how it comes out. Now, I stay away from the kitchen as much as possible by request of everyone that's ever eaten my cooking, as well as myself. I just can't cook. It's sad being a great big fat man and not being able to cook at all. Omega says, Kizaru strikes me as a guy who has a bong in every room of his house. Absolutely, Omega. No question. No doubt about that. I think that's about the safest bet we could ever make. Oh, hey, I wanted to ask you guys something else too now. I'm trying to get back. I obviously I've gotten the videos ahead that I need to because we're leaving in 2 days. So now as my schedule eases up as I get back, next and this is purely informal. I just want to get a feel for what you guys think. Next live stream gaming, do you want me to do more Little Nightmares, or do you want me to take a quick break from that and just throw in a single episode of GTA 5? What do you guys feel like? I was going to try and actually do one later today, and then I found out we have friends coming over later. So I've got to go to the store because as soon as I finish the stream, we got to go get this, all the stuff we need to have in the house. Because even while we're gone, my mom's still here. My stepdaughter, staff, Braxton's staying back to take care of everything. So I got to make sure everybody's got everything they need in the house. So, okay, let's, that wasn't one of the options, Ocho. Resident Evil's coming after Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares, GTA, Little Nightmare, GTA 5, Little Nightmare. Ooh, and it's going to be split right down the middle. GTA 5. That's going to be close. All right, I'll make the call at the time. And for those of you who want to see Little Nightmares, if we do GTA 5, it's just going to be, I'm just going to throw in one episode and then we'll go right back to Little Nightmares. GTA 6 Gone says. So that won't, I don't want you to think that I'm departing from finishing Little Nightmares. It would just be to throw in some GTA 5. Clyfer says it's more fun to bully you in GTA 5. And see, that's the good thing, though, about GTA 5 is, well, I just love the game. I love the mindless violence and everything. But it's a game that's easy to take some time off and just go back to because it's just, it's just missions and stuff. So even for me, it doesn't really matter, as bad as my memory is. Plus, that's the advantage of live streaming the games. I have you guys to back me up. Oh, no, it's not that big a deal to make a poll. I'm not that worried about having, a hardcore definitive decision. I was just wanting to see if one or the other had a lot more support, and it's pretty well split. Let's see. Well, no, High Rise. GTA 5 I've been playing all along. It's just when the pandemic took over and we're all finding our way through that and everything, I found that it just seemed like everybody just felt better about just having these chat streams. It just seemed to give us all a pickup. So I put the games aside. Now I'm working them back in. Excuse me. So I'm just going to pick up GTA 5 missions from where I left off. Windhelm Guard says, had a friend who never cleaned his bong. Just refilled the water occasionally. We called it the bog. Oh, yeah. Oh, gross. Oh. Yeah, I do too, Morgan. I love the chat streams too. Oh, they won't stop. Hopefully I didn't give anybody that impression. It's just when I'm working in, the chat streams will always be here. These are my pick-me-ups too. So the chat streams will always be here. It's just when I get to work in the gaming. The only reason we haven't been is, again, I've been putting in really, long days, making sure I got all the videos ahead of time for while I'm gone. Oink says, speaking of cooking, I've been thinking about downing a shot glass of soy sauce. Any advice? Yeah, don't. No. Do I like Aokiji? Yeah, I can't say I dislike Aokiji. I like his character a lot. I think, obviously, he's not somebody whose bandwagon I'm going to jump on because I'm rooting very hard right now for him to get his ass beat. But as far as a character, do I like him? Yeah, he's a cool admiral. I mean, he's not up there with my boy Kizaru for me, but yeah, I like Aokiji. Chat streams, best streams. I agree too, Lou. I agree too. That's why the chat streams are always the cornerstone, and then the gaming streams are, when I've got the time to fit them in. Yeah, that's exactly my take, Barry. He says chat streams always put me in a good mood, and they're much needed to pick me up sometimes. That's word for word what they do for me. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and he seems like a more type of guy would rather try to find a way to become a bong. Yeah, he's so, again, all I think of is Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and he's just so fucking laid back. I just love the guy. Zeno says Elon Musk is creating something to install a brain onto a computer and have it run as a game. If he can't do it, no one can. He calls it Neuralink. That's interesting, Zeno. I might have to look that up. Yeah, Elon Musk is a fascinating guy. Whether you like him or not, I do like him. He's absolutely fascinating. That's kind of cool. I would like to. I'll have to check that out. Windhelm Guard says we should get the Iron Sheik to make Akainu humble. Yes, break your back, make you humble. He would too. Break that bitch's back. Morgan says, Morgan, you're cute. I didn't expect that as the first sentence of your post. The Jew in me is so happy. Since I moved to Michigan, I can't find matzo ball soup. Finally went on Amazon and got the mix. Your girl's making matzo ball soup this weekend too. A girl, Morgan. That's cute. The Jew in me is so happy. Yeah, well, see now, well, not so much here, but if you go south of here at all, you don't have any problem finding matzo ball soup because we have such a huge Jewish population down south in the state. And actually, you don't even have to go that far at all because we just went through there yesterday going to Cooperstown. There's a little town south of us. It's called Sharon Springs, New York. Back in, I think it would have been the 40s, 50s, 60s, it was the ultimate hangout for Jewish people from New York City because this Sharon Springs, it smells like sulfur all the time. They have these sulfur springs. So they had tons of these bathhouses, these big, gorgeous hotels, this tiny little village, but these big, gorgeous hotels and everything because every year the Jewish people would come up to go to the bathhouses. And so even there, you still see, there's still, I think, one of the bathhouses open. So you wouldn't have a problem finding matzo ball soup. I've never tried, but I'll guarantee you somebody's having matzo ball soup down in Sharon Springs. Excuse me. Yen says, jokes on you guys. Kizaru is secretly Vegapunk and he will become a bong. I mean, look at Rick Sanchez. Oh, he says the Jew in me is named Mark. You guys are funny. Leslie, yeah, we just peeked at Pew's stream. She says in PewDiePie's live stream, he's watching a guy do ASMR talking about him. I shouldn't say she. Leslie could be a guy or a girl. I apologize for that. So in PewDiePie's live stream, he's watching a guy do ASMR. Lute says, interestingly, like Kizaru more than Aokiji, despite the fact that Aokiji did more good in the series and endeared himself more as a character, whereas Kizaru is just goofy. But that's why I like him, Lute, is his personality. Again, there doesn't have to be with how you feel about characters. It's just like what we talked about in the chat. People try and leverage something if say, I do like this character, I don't like this character. Well, you should feel the opposite. Here's why. Sometimes it doesn't matter the impetus that's involved. It's just the way the character strikes me. From the first moment, I thought Kizaru was fun and funny, and he's continued having that personality that amuses me. Aokiji, yes, he's absolutely done more good, and that's one of the reasons why I don't hate on his character. I like him. Again, I'm rooting for him to get his ass kicked right now, and I think, especially as the Admirals go, I think he's kind of a stand-up guy, but just because he entertains me, I like Kizaru better. You just got the notification, Punster? That's not bad. 54 minutes in. Thanks, Susan. Rita says, if possible, could you react and upload your reaction to some One Piece movies? Oh, you can trust me when I tell you that ain't possible. Well, it's possible to do it. It's impossible for you to see it once they get uploaded and insta blocked. Those will be blocked before the upload stops or before the upload completes. Others have said that too, Morgan. She says, I have literally gotten your notifications the following day before. Yeah. Other people told me that same thing. That's beyond the pale. That's ridiculous. Jim says I would watch Curtis ASMR. All right, guys. Well, we have to pack up the stream for today because, again, got to get to the store, get supplies in here so we can go away on the weekend. I was going to try and get a gaming stream later. I'm going to call it doubtful now just because, again, we have people coming over later. But I will try, especially with being gone Monday through Wednesday. I'll do my best. I'm going to be catching up on G100 videos tomorrow, but I'll do my best to try and stream something, either another chat stream or a gaming stream. I'll try and get to stream tomorrow. Lick's got the notification for the stream moments after I already entered it. Well, that's actually timely for Susan. But guys, I really appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me on the weekend here and everything. And you're gonna like this because I wasn't able to do the Free for All Friday stream. Well, by Gucci, as you know, by Gucci, in reverence of our dear friend Buggy. But what you guys are gonna like, since we didn't have a Free for All Friday stream, I've still got some premium Goosh built up. I get some premium sticky stuff. Oh, you're gonna get the high quality stuff on Saturday instead of Friday. So this is like an extra special day. It's like it's all of our birthdays or something. It's that special. So get prepared. It's Saturday, but it's Free for All Friday. Sticky stuff coming at you. Pamfu, sticky stuff. The premium sticky stuff. The premium top shelf stuff. Because we'll bang. Okay, flashlight like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, Friday, Saturday, don't fucking matter. Years, whatever. The most important thing, goosh, 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 goosh.